So I've just arrived at Suvarnabhumi Airport, and I'm about 4 hours early for my flight. I actually missed my flight to Samui today, so I had to book another one. Stayed one more night in Bangkok. And now I'm pretty early to the airport, so there's not a lot of people in here. But as you can see, it's a huge airport. It's actually one of the largest in the world. And I don't very often fly out of this one. I usually go to Dan Muang, which is actually roughly 40 kilometers away from this one, which just puts into perspective how huge Bangkok City is. So it took about an hour to get here in the Grab. There's a picture of the Queen of Thailand right there. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Blasting music the whole way. So now I want to go down here and see what restaurants are available to choose from. There's quite a few options. Let me just walk a little bit. And by the way, I'm shooting this entire video on my Pocket 2 in 4K this time because I just bought a new laptop. And I'll actually be able to edit the 4K video footage, which will be nice. Thai restaurant. Ooh, shoot. Sorry, I dropped my bag. Thai restaurant and bakery right here. This looks pretty good. Let's see what's available. They've got the traditional rice porridge soup, dessert, mango sticky rice for 245 baht. That is quite expensive. Tourist prices. So let's continue walking this way and see if we can't find something a little bit cheaper. There's a Starbucks. Subway. Subway could be good, but I honestly can't stand Subway. So let's take a look at the big board here. I want to find my flight. And it should be up here. I think I'm flying Thai Vietjet to Krabi. So see if I can find it here. It should be 7 o'clock. There we go. There's just so many flights, as you can see. These are departure arrivals, so this isn't even the... No, those are departure arrivals. This is the wrong board. I need to look for... Oh no, there's departures. So we got departures on one side and arrivals on the other. It's a little bit confusing. I already know which time my flight is anyway. I'm not going to mess it up again this time. But yeah, I did miss my flight to Samui. I was flying to Surat and unfortunately missed it by about 10 minutes. And I wasn't able to do the early check-in. It expired. So here I am at Suvarnabhumi. As you can see, pretty incredible airport here. Ooh, I could stop in here real quick. Again, too expensive. I want to find something cheaper. But it is the airport, so you would expect it to be expensive. Let me go down to the lower level. Here we go. This part's pretty cool right here. You just step onto the conveyor belt. Hello. Come through, sorry. And then you can walk down. They also have a lot of kiosks down here too, where you can rent cars and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, pretty incredible airport. So yeah, those are a lot of the kiosks where you can get more data on your phone, you can exchange currency, and they oftentimes have people waiting here to pick you up as well if you got a private driver. So yeah. And yeah, there's not really too much to see down here, to be honest. So I'm gonna go back up. And we've only just scratched the surface. This is the entryway to the airport. I'll also step outside as well to show you what the outside looks like. But it's one more floor up. Let's see. Quite impressive. I have to go one more floor up. By the way, they also have the red line, city line, express line. I usually take the red line. This is actually a different airport, and even a reception room for Buddhist monks. Check that out. Pretty interesting. And of course, plenty of ATMs throughout here as well, close to the restaurants, because people obviously need to eat. Ugh. But yeah, I've still got like another 4 hours before my flight, so I'm just sort of killing time. And don't really know what else to do, so I've just decided to record another YouTube video. That's what I do sometimes when I get a little bit bored. And I've got plenty of time to just hang out in the airport. Hopefully you're enjoying this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm also just gonna step outside real quick. This is the entrance to the airport on the far end, I believe. So yeah, here's the this is the outside of Suvarnabhumi. Like I mentioned earlier, I think I usually don't fly out of this one. I fly out of Dan Muang. But this one is a lot more modern. It's newer, obviously. So I recommend flying in and out of Suvarnabhumi instead of Dan Muang. But I just like Dan Muang a little bit better. It's kind of a classic airport. This one feels a little bit too, I don't know, stale, in my opinion. I think you can see why. It's just like a giant hangar. It looks like a hangar for a jet or something. They'll also wrap your luggage for you here if you need that for 250 baht. Pretty good deal. It's not a job that I would ever want to do, but you know, to each their own. Here's a coffee shop, Dean and DeLuca. I could go for a nice coffee and maybe a croissant. Let's stop back there later. It's playing copyrighted music. Don't want to get the video demonetized. Try not to, anyway. They've got fast track over here. This is for international departures. I never really come to this side of the airport. Probably because I'm not rich. But yeah, you can get fast track services here. Even for Buddhist monks, which is pretty neat. So, and then they have the VAT refund for tourists information here. If you get scammed or something like that, I guess you can come here and you get a VAT refund. I'm assuming that's for tax purposes. I don't really know. But yeah, this is interesting. And they also have fast track for BOI, which is Board of Investment, Smart Visa, long stay, all that stuff. I don't want to record too much over there because there is security guards. So yeah, that's mostly for the high-end clientele. And customs. There's the customs inspection right there. The airport is not a government building to the best of my knowledge, so shouldn't have any issues with recording in here. But just in case, luckily this camera is so small, people don't even really realize that I'm recording, which is really comes in handy. And I can hold it in the palm of my hand. That's how small it is. There's airport security. Here's obviously all of the check-in counters. This is letter T. So there's like, I don't know, 20 or more of these. I think letter T is the 20th letter in the alphabet, but something like that. And we can also walk through here as well. Just a huge airport. I'm waiting on the check-in counters to open. This is for Emirates. So I've heard really good things about Emirates, but I've never flown on Emirates. My friend Todd sometimes flies on these business class. It's probably way out of my price range for now. But yeah, eventually I will be able to do that. For now, I would definitely have to take economy class. Wah, wah. But yeah, economy class Emirates would be kind of sweet. And let's walk through here. I don't really usually explore the airport too much. So I usually just like stay in one area. And I don't, like I say, I don't really come to this airport often. This is a cool thing. Here they have the spirit statues. So I'm not sure exactly what this symbolizes. It probably says on the sign here. A giant with a bright red body was the son of such and such, ruler of Krung, blah, blah, blah. So you can read that whole thing if you're interested in what this statue is about. Sorry to not do it justice. But yeah, very, very artistic. Just look at the detail on this statue. Amazing. And there's another one on the other side that's green. So they've got the red one and the green one. Let's see what this sign says without losing interest. Giant with a green body. Same, but different. So that's what this statue symbolizes. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven, by the way. Definitely want to stop into 7-Eleven. It's my favorite. Maybe I'll get a Toasty. This one's really nice as well. But I just don't want to wait right now. But yeah, there's the 7-Eleven in the airport. And some staff as well. Wow. They're all dressed in red. I wonder which airline they work for. Probably AirAsia. Here's another statue as well. This one is blue. Basically the same description except blue. And a white one. They're all over the place. They also have Qatar Airways in here as well. This is a popular travel hub. Especially if you're traveling from US to Thailand. You most likely fly like Qatar or Emirates if you're a big spender. And then they obviously have the self-service check-in as well. So I actually wanted to fly on Bangkok Airways straight back to Samui, but it's a little pricey, so I decided to go through Krabi and then work my way back to Samui to save a little bit. But I probably should have just booked the Bangkok Airways one because I'm really not saving all that much, and I'm sort of wasting my time, I guess you could say. But I enjoy it. I get to make another YouTube video. I will say that I'm getting a little bit tired of waiting in this area, so I think I've got like another 3 hours. Okay. It's 3:18 right now. My flight leaves at 7. So I've still got 4 hours left. And I actually unintentionally booked from this airport. I was staying up near Don Muang because I thought my ticket was for Don Muang and not Suvarnabhumi. But to my surprise, it's actually flying out of this one. Just not used to it. And the flight was only 1,000 baht to Krabi, so really, really good deal. Excellent deal. Oh, that's like $30 US. Oh, I guess we can walk through here. They're cleaning the floors a little bit. As you can see, nicely polished. And they've got these floor cleaners that probably could be automated, but this one has a person on it. So somebody has to drive the floor cleaners, right? They also have robotic ones as well. I usually see them at the Don Mueang Airport, not so much here. What are these? These are... Oh, this is the free Wi-Fi zone right here. So apparently they actually do have free Wi-Fi, and it says right here. Airport free Wi-Fi right there. So I could get some work done on my laptop while I'm here, which I'll probably do later. Maybe edit this next video. Good to know. And here's the whole map as well. So, yeah, we are here right now. This is where we're at now. And it goes, you know, parking over here, bathrooms, restaurants, everything on the map. So there's a lot to see in this airport. I've barely scratched the surface. It's much bigger than this in the departures and arrivals area. But yeah, definitely an interesting place. And if you're looking to make a trip to Thailand, I think this airport gets like 20 million visitors per year, give or take. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But yeah, it's one of the largest and busiest airports in the world. You can't really tell right now because it's so early in the morning. It's like still 4 a.m. But yeah, people are starting to arrive. We're not in a pandemic anymore. Borders are fully open, so there's no excuse not to come to Thailand. Thanks so much for watching. Till the next one, signing off. Peace.